Good afternoon, minor league baseball fans, and welcome to Minor League Baseball, the show. Today is our third game of this 4-game set at Corpus Christi Hooks with the visiting San Antonio Missions. Well, today is a good, happy Thursday afternoon. And we thank you guys for tuning in to this live broadcast of MILB The Show and this presentation of Minor League Baseball The Show at Corpus Christi Hooks. Well, we are going to have a 4 o'clock game, and most likely it's going to be a good one today. Well, yesterday the San Antonio Missions dodged the bullet. And most likely, guys, it was pretty much almost a win for the Corpus Christi Hooks, but the Missions decided to come back. So anyway, go online now and print out your tickets from home. Also, follow the Missions all season long with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball, and you can download that on any smartphone. Okay, get out your scorecards. We got today's starting lineups. First for the visiting San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in shortstop, Doug Gonzalez. Gonzalez as short. Herb Goodwin will bat second for San Antonio. Goodwin as center. Right fielder Raymond Villa will bat third for San Antonio. Villa at right. Batting fourth is the first baseman Tom Fritz. Fritz at first. Left fielder Alan Cordoba will bat fifth for San Antonio. Cordoba at left. Bobby Dennis will be the third baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh, the catcher, Norm Reyes. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Murray Mott. And batting ninth, Gerardo Aponte rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. Aponte will be at second. And on the mound for the Missions, Rocky Alanis. Alanis, today's Missions pitcher. And now here's the starting lineup for your Corpus Christi Hooks. Leading off and playing in first, the designated hitter, Kenny Cuffman. Batting second, the center fielder, Andrew Douglas. Batting right, Steve Armas. Batting fourth is the shortstop, Ellis Keenan. Batting fifth, the first baseman, A.J. Reed. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Robert Jernigan. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Michael Goodwin. Batting eighth, the catcher, Freddie Jarrell. Batting ninth, the third baseman, Carlo Montalvo. And on the mound for your Corpus Christi Hooks, Theo Pope. And there's tonight's starting lineups.
welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Ought to be a good one here between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Rocky Alanese, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're looking at a guy that has a pretty good number of pitches that he throws, but one in particular is the sinker that he's added to his repertoire. When he needs a ground ball or he gets himself into a spot where he needs to possibly roll up a 2-ball, I think that's the pitch we're going to see often from him in this one, that sinker down in the zone.
First offering on its way, and we are underway as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. The 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. The 2-0. Popped him up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
In now, Andrew Douglas. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw won't get him. Coming to the plate now, Steve Armas, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-1 the count. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Don't want to forget about him.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against him.
Again, a 1-2. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Now at the plate, A.J. Reed. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Reed, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was taken in the second round during the 2014 draft.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Kaufman on second. Douglas at first. 2 out in the inning. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Theo Hope, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys
Now
that have
pitching
5
for
pitches,
Corpus
right?
Christi.
Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
So striding in,
Now batting
Doug
for San
Gonzalez.
Antonio.
He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Doug Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is on the ground over to first. Reed brings it in, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Stepping in, Herb Goodwin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put Goodwood on it.
Into the box now, Ramon Vila. He grounds it sharply to third. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Now at the plate, Robert Jernigan. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Now to the plate, Michael Goodwin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's in there for a strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And one of the best guys on the defensive side of the ball today is going to be manning left field. Unbelievable range out there, the ability to go back on balls, not fearful of the wall at all, and has a strong and accurate arm.
Here's a look over to first. A dive, but he's back. And another throw over. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ball one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Vila racing back, and it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Standing in now, Carlo Montalvo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Stepping in now, Kenny Kaufman. Strike one to start the at-bat. Montalvo stands at first with one out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, he's got to find a way to get himself out of this. This is constant traffic, and here he finds himself in the second with 2 outs, and he's still giving up knocks.
Boy, it's about trying to limit the pitch count. Also, only in the second inning here, his pitch count's getting up, up, up. He's had a lot of traffic on the...
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. The Hooks are out in front here, 2-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tom Fritz. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as they cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 now.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Alan Cordova hits next. Bouncer down the line. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, D'Lo, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Lifted in the air to center field. Douglas has a read on it. 1 away.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
Lifted the other way to left center. Goodwin will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. But not before they're able to at least get one back on the solo home run. We've played 2, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Digging in to try it again, Ellis Keenan. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Ready for another chance. A.J. Reed looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat, and he's back easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set, and the pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. quality strikes would help too.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. The 1-1 is strike two swinging. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Striding in once again, Robert Jernigan. He reached on a single in his first try. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, nothing in one. From the belt, the pitch. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Goodwin, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Keenan stands at second with 2 gone. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on the show right after this. Leading off the inning, Maury Mott, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Maury Mott.
First offering on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Douglas is over. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Geraldo Aponte.
Geraldo Aponte.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Doug Gonzalez, 0 for 1 here in the early going. The pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Into the box, Herb Goodwin. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Hooks lead it 2-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Gerald. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch. Into the box now, Carlo Montalvo, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager is giving this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. He'll try again, 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Kenny Kaufman. Popped him up. Aponte waits on it. 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, Andrew Douglas. He singled his last time up. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fast.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Ramon Vila. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The 4th inning, right fielder, Ramon Vila.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Tom Fritz. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
I guess that's what you call a one-man gang. Blasted a home run earlier in the game and gets the double this time around. If he can get a little help from his friends, they could do some serious damage.
Alan Cordoba hits next. And he puts it on the ground to second. Jernigan scoops it up, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in now, Bobby Dennis. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Standing in now, Norm Reyes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Maury Mott. Line drive, base hit to right. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's 4-2.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Geraldo Aponte. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, in this inning's
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Doug Gonzalez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. 1 run is scored. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now 6-2.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box, Herb Goodwin, as he grounds one briskly to short. Throw will be well laid as he reaches it first.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Goodwin going back at the track, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and it's in time to get him, but a run is in to score away from the play. And the tag gets him, but 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. Ready once again, Steve Armas. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Dennis is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
The windup and the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
I got to say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks. So that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Dennis in foul ground. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled away. and he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the fifth coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 7-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tom Fritz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit to first. Reed scoops it up. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Alan Cordova. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Now batting. Third baseman. Bobby.
Ready for another shot now. Bobby Dennis. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Douglas is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Striding in once again, Michael Goodwin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Goodwin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Now batting. Catcher.
Digging in once again, Freddie Gerald. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he takes ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. Popped him up. In there, a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Corpus Christi, number 27, Sam Johnson.
Digging in and looking for more, Norm Reyes.
Catcher, Norm Reyes.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Stepping in now, Maury Mott, as he rips it on the ground to second. The second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Ready once again, Geraldo Aponte. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. On to first, and they turn another one. Their 4th of the afternoon, and the inning is over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here for Texas League Baseball on the show. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. Leading off the inning, Andrew Douglas, and they'll need him to get something going here. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not. Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
High in the air down the right field line. Vila is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Steve Armas. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
2-0 now. And he finds the black here with a curveball. 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches.
And it's belted high and deep into right center.
Gone!
Solo shot to right center as it's now a 7-3 game.
Well, it's obvious these guys were talking in the dugout trying to figure this guy out, and it finally happened. They've seen all his stuff. They know how he wants to attack, and they anticipated that pitch. Hard to surprise hitters this late into an outing.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
High in the air out to center field. Goodwin has a beat on it. 2 down.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? A.J. Reed. It was a walk in his last trip. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-0 home. 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robert Jernigan. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
This is line to left. Cordova is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Missions lead it 7-3. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Doug Gonzalez. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. He's set, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Center fielder number 7, Herb.
Ready now, Herb Goodwin. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to the left side. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
In now, Ramon Vila. And he puts it on the ground to second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The batter, first baseman
Tom Fritz will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Jernigan loves it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. San Antonio's out in front, 7-3. Digging in to try it again, Michael Goodwin. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at what he's given you and realize he's probably approaching the end of his rope pretty soon. Last thing you want is for things to start to unravel and not have a guy ready that you can turn to.
1-2 now. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Freddie Gerald. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
And this late in the game,
ouch, that one hit him.
yeah, it was a great battle there, and he was one strike away from putting him away. As a pitcher, you hate to put a guy on for free after all that work.
So striding forward now, Carlo Montalvo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Fouled off. First and second here with nobody out. Weak chopper up the line. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Kenny Kaufman. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
The 0-1 delivery. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Andrew Douglas goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
1-1 the count now. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Goodwin going back to the track, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Missions lead it 7-4. Alan Cordoba hits next. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Left fielder,
First offering on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Keenan fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
the batter, third baseman, Bobby Dennis.
Standing in, Bobby Dennis. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Jernigan takes it in. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Norm
Into the box
Reyes.
now, Norm Reyes. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. Jernigan comes up with it. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 9th inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 7-4. And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. It was a walk in his last trip. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is off the plate, up and away.
Well, when you're out there trying to wrap up a CG, a complete game, you definitely don't want to start the leadoff guy with 3 straight balls.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Hit on the ground out to short. Gonzalez is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, second baseman, Robert Jernigan.
Coming to the plate now, Robert Jernigan. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Michael Goodwin.
Stepping into the box, Michael Goodwin, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Sliders in for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning. That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Goodwin, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
The batter.
Now in the box, Carlo Montalvo. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Popped him up. Fritz is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, I got to be honest, I didn't think he had 9 innings in him. But he battled, and he finished the game, and he picked up the win along the way, too.
7-4 the final finish today. The Missions took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Rocky Alanis gets the W on the mound. Theo Hope allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Well, gotta say, I am impressed with the San Antonio Missions. Well, the Missions did good at the bottom of the 4th inning. They got a 6-run, and they had 7 runs to score. Well, let's go over the runs, hits, and errors as we go through. Starting off with the Corpus Christi Hooks. 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For San Antonio, 7 runs, 15 hits, and no errors. Tomorrow we conclude the 4-game set. After that, San Antonio will finally go home and greet the visiting Tulsa Drillers. Well, this will just about do it for Minor League Baseball, the show. We hope everybody has a good day, and we'll see y'all back later.